Canon, Nikon, Sony, Olympus, Panasonic, they're all common consumer and prosumer camera brands that can be seen anywhere. But why would you choose a Panasonic? Well, today I'll offer you some reasons why you might or might not want to get a Panasonic Lumix, and hopefully give you a better idea of your future camera purchase. Remember, if you don't like and subscribe, your computer will crash at 99% of the render. Your favorite YouTuber probably uses one of these cameras. Hell, even some shows like Better Call Saul used a Panasonic GH4 for shots that needed a smaller camera. Let's go with the pros. The main reason people buy Panasonic cameras is the cheap 4K. You can buy a Panasonic G70 for less than 200 euros here in the EU, paired with a 25mm f1.7 for 100 to 125 euros, and voila. 4K with wonderful bokeh, and yes, it's bokeh, not bokeh. It comes from the Japanese word bokeh, meaning blur or haze. And if you have a problem with that, you can talk to our complaint department. Speaking of bokeh, it's both a pro and a con with most Panasonic, Olympus, and certain Blackmagic design cameras. As these cameras have smaller sensors, they have less bokeh, which is a con. But they also make focusing way easier, which is a pro. Cameras with full frame sensors, such as the Panasonic S5 and S5 Mark II, as well as the camera nerds' beloved Sony Alpha 7 series, have better bokeh. But good fucking luck manual focusing with nice bokeh in any movement situation. Another nice thing about the Panasonic 4K recording is that the camera almost never overheats, and the battery life is better than others. You're not gonna need a truck full of batteries like if you're shooting with a Blackmagic Pocket 4K, for example, like I am doing right now. There's also the stabilization aspect of Panasonic cameras. It's a massive pro. This was shot on a Panasonic G81 with the kit lens. Amazing stabilization right there. There's no need for a gimbal. This is because many Panasonic cameras have in-body stabilization, where the sensor moves around to counter the shaking in your hands, and it can make your shot much better, especially if you're walking while following someone, for example. This also lessens the need for stabilization and cropping in post. Of course, if you'd like more professional features such as vlog, you'll have to level up to a better camera, such as the G90, 95, 91, depending on which region you live in. But if you don't know what that is, you don't need it in the first place. As I've mentioned before, Panasonic cameras can be perfect for situations where you might want or need a more compact camera. For example, here is the Panasonic G81 next to an iPhone 11 next to a jar of Nutella. One thing that is a major draw in most Panasonic cameras other than the S5 Mark II is the autofocus. Do not rely on the autofocus to do the whole job, because it often has focus breathing issues when shooting still subjects, constantly going slightly in and out of focus. I counter that by using autofocus to lock onto the subject and then immediately switching to manual focus instead, especially when I'm shooting a talking head video. It is also often too slow to capture fast moving objects. So yeah, not the camera for your Formula 1 photo dreams. However, it might be perfect for your streaming dreams. A lot of modern Panasonic cameras have a clean HDMI out in 422. What is that in English, I hear you say? Well, I don't. This is a video. Clean HDMI out means that the HDMI video output from the camera does not have any visible icons or menu. 422 means that you have more color and brightness information, which helps with things such as chroma key and a green screen. Of course, to use such features, you either need a recorder or capture card of some sort. Personally, I've been using this Chinese $10 capture card for the last 3 years. You don't have to get that $250/Euro Elgato if you're using it to, I don't know, stream on Twitch at 1080 or 720p. Also, on a random note, maybe try to avoid using a green screen in the first place, and try to make your background a bit better if you have the time and money for it. That's all for now. Hope it was informative and fun, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below if you have something to share. Don't worry, I'll be nice about it.